Hello everyone, PS from PS Invest Plays here today. In 2021, Amgen stock has shed 12%, whereas the S&P 500 has risen 18%. Last earnings report of Amgen was not received very well by the market, and the stock price saw some sell-off. Is this trend going to continue? Or we can expect higher price movement in 2021 and beyond. In this video, we will understand its business, its financials, its future outlook, review its charts using Elliot wave theory to see how we can make money. So stick around. I think you'll like what I have in store for you today. Amgen, ticker AMGN. Amgen Inc. is an American multinational biopharmaceutical company headquartered in Thousand Oaks, California. One of the world's largest independent biotechnology companies, Amgen was established in 1980. Pharmas pitch products into crowded and fluid marketplaces where breakthrough new technologies, treatments, and therapeutic modalities or patent expiries can severely damage sales volumes almost overnight. As a result, the major pharmaceutical sector has generally underperformed the S&P 500 over the past 5 years. Pharmaceutical company valuations are also disproportionately affected by the strength of the products they have not yet launched, their drug development pipelines, and the short shelf lives of those that have been launched. Because these expensive to develop products are only granted short periods of exclusivity before generic or biosimilar versions are permitted to be sold by rival companies. The business of big pharma is all about protecting existing assets while bringing through new ones and finding strategic ways to dispose of assets that are past their sell-by dates while maximizing revenues. Generally speaking, pharmas do tend to drive high profit margins, pay good dividends, and generate exceptional cash flow. Amgen markets and sells 7 blockbuster assets that have greater than $1 billion of sales per annum, per year. The first one that Amgen markets is Enbrel, an autoimmune tumor necrosis factor inhibitor. It is approved for treatment of 6 conditions. Leads the way, generating $5 billion of revenues in 2020. Prolia, an osteoporosis therapy that picked up greater than $2.7 billion in sales across 2020. Neulasta, used to stimulate white blood cell growth and guard against cases of neutropenia in cancer patients, made $2.3 billion of sales across 2020, but sales declined by 29% year-on-year due to pricing pressures driven by increased competition in its markets. Otezla, another anti-inflammatory drug approved for treatment of psoriatic arthritis and plaque psoriasis, acquired from Bristol Myers Squibb, saw sales skyrocket to $2.2 billion. Although it is expected that future sales may be impacted by increased competition in its markets going forward. Xgeva, a therapy for bone fractures primarily used as a complement to chemotherapy. Chronic kidney disease anemia treatment, Aranesp, experienced slight year-on-year sales declines in 2020, earning $1.9 billion and $1.57 billion respectively. Multiple myeloma treatment Kyprolis earned $1.1 billion, up 2.2% year-on-year. These are the blockbuster assets, but Amgen's basket of other products accounted for $6.57 billion of sales in 2020, up 19% year-on-year, or 27% of the company's revenues. The big catalyst for Amgen are three drugs that are in late-stage clinical trials that have been granted breakthrough therapy status by the FDA. This catalyst is being ignored by the market. These pipeline assets can offset the long-term sales declines of some of its older bestsellers, with perhaps $5 to $7 billion of additional revenues on the table over the next 5 to 7 years if pipeline assets meet expectations. Also, Amgen's substantial profit margins, which are sector leading at approximately 29%, make it attractive valuation-wise. Looking at the financials for Amgen, they are excellent. Revenue, gross profit, EBITDA, net income, earnings per share, EPS are all good for Amgen. Amgen dividend for its common shares now stands at $1.76 per share quarterly, or $7.04 per year. At its current price, that amounts to a cash return of 3.1%. To put the payout into perspective, the average dividend yield for the S&P 500 is 1.3%. Amgen has been paying dividends since 2011 and is also increasing them yearly. Also, Amgen has promised $5 billion of share buybacks in 2021 that should help increase the stock price. Since March 2020, when Amgen shares traded at $188, the company's stock has been on a general uptrend, as it has throughout the past decade. Shares traded at $53 in mid-2011. It seems that this uptrend can continue in the short, medium, and long term, since Amgen has consistently been able to innovate in multiple therapeutic modalities, including major markets such as oncology, autoimmune, and biosimilars, refresh its product offerings and pipeline without compromising shareholder value. This is also indicative in the charts, where I see the stock price to increase considerably in the next 3 to 5 years. Let's look at the charts now. Looking at the charts for Amgen, the bull wave that started way back in 1980s is still not over. It has completed its first 3 waves, or rather first 4 waves, and now it is in its final leg up, which is wave 5. If we dive deep into this 5th wave, we can see that the first 2 waves are over, and currently Amgen is in its 3rd wave, which is the strongest bull wave, which should take the price to $356. At that price point, I expect some pullback, and then a final leg up, taking the stock price to $399. I would recommend buying the stock now. It offers extreme discount, and if you hold it for the next 3 to 5 years, you can expect a profit of 76%. Now, let's summarize. As I said earlier, the current stock price offers excellent entry point. The sell-off, I consider that as a boon. Buy now and hold it for the long term, which is 3 to 5 years. For a price target of $399.18, which means a 76% profit. And the icing on the cake is that Amgen dividend for its common shares now stands at 1.76% per share quarterly, or $7.04 per year, which is a 3.1% yield on top of the stock price appreciation. What do you think of this analysis? Please leave me a comment and let me know. As always, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends and family. Until then, bye-bye.